Man, it's your big brother K-Rino. I'm gonna hit y'all with this one real quick. Hey, let me explain to y'all why we shouldn't be uh, enamored with the wealth of the so-called elites, the wealth and the so-called power of the elites. Um, we shouldn't get caught up in that. I know a lot of times y'all look at Elon Musk, y'all look at Bill Gates and Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos and who's another one? Warren Buffett. Y'all look at those cats as being just the standard, and while they may be the standard of I guess financial excellence based on the wealth that they've been able to accumulate by whatever means. Um, the truth of the matter is, when they say all money ain't good money, that's one thing, but also all money is not acquired necessarily by good means, and because those guys have been able to get to those levels financially, doesn't mean that they are somebody we should be looking up to as far as character wise. That shouldn't be something that we look at. We should always look past those individuals because again, we never know um, 100% the means by which they were able to attain their wealth. And I'm not saying that every dollar that those guys made came through unscrupulous means, but a lot of times you can look at what people of that ilk support, what they stand by, the things that they back with their money, and then that kind of gives you a peek into their mind and what they really are about. And those are the things that we should look at when we determine who we're gonna, I guess, look up to, or I don't like to use the word idolize, but when we're gonna hold to a standard of okay, yeah, man, that's my guy. You can appreciate, um, I guess, the success, but that's a root cause, like I said, to everything. And I always look at, not necessarily where you are, but how you got there, and the things that you may have done to get there. And those are the factors that I look at. Also, I've seen so many people with less who do more. They have less, but they do a lot more, and they are a more powerful and more potent voice for the little man, for the little woman, those in the community who are struggling, who really need it, and those individuals who are using their resources to try to make the world a better place. Um, and in some of the cases with some of these guys, that these overly wealthy guys, they are using their resources to actually um, not make the world a better place, but to gain a level of control of the world and play God in a lot of situations, that I won't go into detail on, but that's a lot of times what we see happening because um, that type of power and wealth can serve as an intoxicant, and it can make you drunk and high off your own power, and you start to feel well, not you, not me. Well, I don't know. Wait a minute, because it's a microcosm of that too. So let me rewind it. Some people let that kind of power get to them and go to their head to a degree where they feel like they are an authority over the little man. They feel like they have the right to develop this God complex and make determinations on people's lives, whether they uh, succeed, fail, whether they prosper or they're oppressed, whether they live or die in some cases. So that has to be taken into account. And even some of the companies, some of the companies that we get behind and we spend money with, rather, you got to look into what they support and what their CEOs and what their brain trusts and the heads of those places, what they support. That's what I go by. I'm a person who's always for the little man. I never in my life, even when I was a young fella, I never liked people who only deal with people who are the big people. I never liked people like that. And I've always been a person who feels like I'm against the big I and little you mentality, because um, the big I was once a little you, and the little you that you're looking at as a nobody can become a big I one day. So you just never know, and you may fall from the platform, whatever platform you are on. You may fall one day and turn into that which you look down on. So um, never let the first visual be your determining factor on whether or not this person is important enough, or important to me, or important enough to where, okay, I'm going to look at this person as being somebody. Because, truth be told, money don't make morality. Money does not equal morality. And a lot of times, again, the means by which people get money, they are not moral means. And I'm not judging nobody. I ain't talking like I'm the model of morality either. But I'm speaking from a standpoint to make us kind of understand that in a world that's going out, in an economy that's slowly collapsing, it's easy to be tricked by billionaires who stand in solidarity and stand, because they have an air of arrogance about them, where they feel like their reign and their empire can never collapse. But it's absolutely collapsing and gonna collapse. So y'all focus on let's focus on taking care of each other on the ground level, taking care of each other on the ground level, and doing the things we need to do to be secure. Because um, a lot of us, we've been at the bottom. We know how it feels. We can actually adjust if it ever happened again. But those cats way up there, that's why a lot of them jump out of windows and put pistols in their mouth when their money go bad. But let's put our focus on who we should be looking at, and look at the people who are for the people. Look at the people who are for the people, and let's uplift them, and let's rap about them in our song. Let's quit talking about a lot of those guys like that, and we'll make that happen, man. All right, it's your big brother K-Rino. I will catch y'all with another one real soon. Peace and love.